Hey, howdy, Frosty510 here. Welcome to the SOLA. Oh, let me, there we go, there we go, there we go. SOLA new DLC for Dead Island 2. And this is a somewhat quick little wrap up of whether you should buy it. Thoughts and feelings? It's a pretty big area. There's lots of different places to explore. The quest line, I think, is reasonable, while not quite being exactly what I wanted. So it's not the conclusion that we're looking for just yet. It's a step in the right direction a little bit. The two new enemy types are actually interesting. I mean, one of them not so much, but the other one quite challenging. And then there's some boss fights associated with it that can be quite painful. Um, yeah, there's a couple new weapons. I won't spoil them. I'm holding one of them, but yeah, that's enough. This one you can just buy like straight away. So, and it's pretty powerful. Um, but yeah, it's a nice area to run around in. As nice as a zombie-filled place can be. But I mean, if you like Dead Island 2 and if you played the House DLC, I think you'll find this DLC more enjoyable. So it's kind of like it's better than the first DLC, and the first DLC was more artistic. It had a lot more artistic merit. Here we have a bit more, what the fundamentals of the game: slaughtering zombies and then doing little bits of little quests and you know the boss battle having a bit of a gimmick to it. You've got to do this and that, and one of the things they add is a skill card. I'm not. It's just. It's absolutely sheer pain. This one here, Masochist. This is the key to your playthrough. You get this quite early, and you like things tough, huh? Surviving Hell A will become far more challenging with this card equipped, partaken only by the bravest slayers. This adds 2 levels to every enemy in the game as soon as you put it on. So, as well as making them have more health, it makes you heal a lot less, and you take more damage, and it feels like you have less speed. It feels like you're slower, but maybe it's just my illusion. It makes things tough, but I found it, it was fine. I could handle it until the final boss, and that final boss fight was absolutely infuriatingly painful. I do have a playthrough, which I'm recording this in the playthrough, so it's kind of like a dual thing. Um, yeah, so I had to take it off. I had to. You try and beat it. You try and beat it solo with that masochist card on level 30. So it's level 32 thing. And it's just brutal. The normal zombies are fine, but managing your health against the main guy is it's tough. You gotta learn to perfect block him, and that's yeah. The way it's designed is actually more interesting than some of the other enemies in the game. So just learning how to block it isn't enough because there's a couple other elements involved. Um, Let me just leave that there. I think story-wise, it does add to the game, and that's really important. It's not like House, which is kind of a side story that you could have or not have. This one feels necessary if there's to be more. So if there's to be a Dead Island 3, then I feel like you'll need to play SOLA. I think that'll help a lot. Maybe not totally necessary, but I feel like context wise, it'll add a bit. So there's only one NPC you chat to. She's pretty weird, and then sort of comes, it changes around as always. And there's a couple cutscenes they put effort into. I don't really think they're too crash hot. I don't know how much effort they put in, but they don't really need to do that too much. Going forward, save the money. The whippy enemy, it's okay, nothing crazy. But the other enemy's much better. Should you buy it? I think if you didn't buy House, I probably wouldn't recommend it. just because if you bought House, then you understand what you know, Dead Island, you're in already, and it's not so much of a big deal. For me, I think it's good. I don't know, how long have I been going? It's 3 hours and 30 minutes of content. And I was sort of pushing my way through the main quest. I could have explored a bit more. If you take your time and, you know, find all the keys and lockboxes and things, I think you could get 4 or 5 hours out of it. Easy. And play with other people, I think you get a lot more out of it. I think that multiplayer is definitely where it'll shine. And I can feel that in the boss fight in particular. And then some of the fights, it just would be so helpful to have someone else with you to revive you. And it's a couple of little sticky moments. Just need that extra help. But yeah, I enjoyed it more than House. It had some of the stuff House was missing, but I feel like I could fix House, the House DLC. I could fix that so easy. So easy. But yeah, if it wasn't so painful, I feel like it was just designed to be painful, then... And with the Massacres card, that just made everything 10 times more annoying. Yeah, if that wasn't... Yeah, it is what it is, though. It's meant for that. You know, you test yourself. Who are these people? Who are these dingleberries? Oh, let's get out of here. So yeah, it's interesting. Check it out for yourself if you're keen, or just watch my playthrough on the channel, on the live page. Oh, sorry, I'm spoiling things. Yeah. Alright then, it's been Frosty510, like and subscribe. Catch you next time. Tell me what you think if you do get it and you play through it. And we can discuss the lore, I suppose, in the comments. Because there's a lot more depth going on in the lore side of it. But we still got further to dig. So it's actually more interesting. Keep going. Okay. Yep, catch you around. Let me just...